Hello guys, it's Switch here, and I'm just starting with Series 2 decks. So we are going to play decks. I am going to play. We are going to see on the channel right now. By the way, new channel. I'm just swapping from Diablo to Marvel Snap. So it's going to be Marvel Snap and maybe some other card games like Hearthstone, maybe Magic the Gathering in the future. But anyway, so one more time. Decks from the Series 2, so I'm just trying to play Series 2 cards, Series 1 starters, yada, everything what's going to fit on the Series 2 and below. Before we started, I really want to mention right now on the Spotlight Cash, if you are a new player like as I am, but you just started recently and you're just gathering your Series 3 collection, it's like the best Spotlight Cash right now, and it's not going to be any better any soon, just simply because we are gathering Zabu and the Ravonna, and despite the fact those cards are both Series 4, I can simply put them as one of the best cards in the game, just simply because if you don't have a full collection of the cards, and you probably won't have if you didn't spend thousands of dollars or whatever currency you have, or you just start recently, you just simply don't have a collection. So why I'm evaluate those cards as one of the best cards, just simply because by having those two cards, you are basically unlocking the opportunity to play any 4 cards for the cost of the 3, which means you can just do whatever you like decks as long as they're going to fit nicely with Zabu and maybe Ravonna, because Ravonna actually have the other way of making your cards paying less. Basically, your cards with 1 or less power cost 1 less. So different kind of deck, different kind of cards you are going to aim with this card. Although you are more than happy to play both in some certain decks as well. So you can obviously play the Zabu and Ravonna, but most likely you will try to create decks either with Zabu or Ravonna just by themselves. So about the Giant Grain, maybe this card is not like super crazy good, but in some decks, definitely it's going to be definitely crazy shutdown for turn 6 for aggro and tempo decks. So actually fitting nicely in this Zabu and Ravonna, because I was trying to figure it out and then wait, what? Player must play their first card here each turn? Okay, so just gonna play this on the turn 5 and then just, you know, F off, because it's just going to shut down. Like, okay, you can have the best powerful card ever in the game. Like, I don't care because I'm just going to play on the position I didn't try to, you know, play any cards on that position anyway. So I'm just gonna play this on the turn 5 and then my other 3 energy, or maybe even 4 energy, depends what we are going to fit in that deck. We're just going to carry on with the other position, other location, and on the turn 6, we are supposed to have like enough opportunity with playing tempo decks, because it's all about the energy spread. If we're having 2 cards and we can play just 1 card with like low energy, and it's going to be like super not important to us on the location, which we don't care at all, we're basically shutting down turn 6 of our opponent. Okay, no, but that's enough about the level of the collection level. And what was the name of that? Spotlight Cash. Just going to jump to the deck itself. So as you can see, the tempo cards, which we have the Quicksilver, we can play on the turn first, and the Domino on the second turn, which is a great opportunity to actually access already the 5 points, let's say on the left position. Then we having the Ironheart and the Mr. Fantastic. The Ironheart, obviously in this deck we can play with the Odin, but the Odin here is just simply to be triggered from Jubilee and trigger Jubilee one more time. It doesn't make any sense though, because there's no really any other like factor to play Odin unless the Ironheart, unless you really want to target with Jubilee, but then you have to keep that in mind that Jubilee is going to bring 1 card, so when you're playing the Odin, it's going to be 4 cards on the board if you really want to do that. And then also you can target the Odin with the Spider Woman, which is like super great, but it's like super situational, like everything in this game. But why I said but? Because the thing is, if you wanna trigger the Spider Woman with the Odin, so you probably might consider to just shut down everything which is 9+ with Shang-Chi, right? Unless you didn't bring the Shang-Chi, it's like on the bottom of your deck, so you more than happy to trigger the Spider-Woman one more time with another -4 probably on the turn 6. Usually that's the case. So it's going to be 12 to even consider to 16 stats of the power itself, because it's going to be -4, let's say, on the turn 5. And then another -4 due to the Odin. But like I said, in this deck, it's all about the tempo. It's all about evenly spread the power of our characters on the board. We don't really focus on one place much. It's more about, we'll see what's going on from the Jubilee. If Jubilee is gonna pop out Infinite, it's like crazy good, but still you have to keep that on mind. Somebody might place Shang-Chi as the counter. So yeah, just it depends what's going on. Another card, Jessica Jones, it's like super powerful card, and I'm really going to play this card in the future decks as much as I'm not going to be bored with, because this card is always consistent, or most likely, yeah, it's going to be consistent, because the thing is, it's 4 energy, 8 power, and because it's 8 power, not more than 8 power, it's like for me super consistent, because I don't have to be worried about the Shang-Chi. So this card is amazing with Zabu later on. Obviously, I mentioned already, with Zabu later on in the future decks, it's going to be even better, much more powerful, because consistently playing this on the turn 3 is just amazing, isn't it? So pretty much everything. The rest is self-explanatory here. Mr. Fantastic, obviously, this is a good choice to play this on the middle. If you have some location on the right or on the left, we are not able to play the card. So it's going to add that extra, at least 2 power of that location, which is in some cases more than enough to win the game. And then as the finishers, we're running Hulk, and we're more than happy to run Hulk. Obviously, if you want to change this deck to be much more consistent and even better, you can run the She-Hulk here instead of Hulk, and then you have the Infinite. What's the name? Infi-Hulk. She-Infi? She-Naut. Okay. She-Naut. It's She-Naut. She-Infi. She-Infi. Okay. Never mind. Infi She-Naut. Pardon me. She-Naut. Okay. So yeah, we can remove the Hulk. We can put the She-Naut. We can put the She-Hulk. She-Hulk is going to be sold on some shops. On some shop, there's going to be some bundle. So definitely, it's one of the best bundle to buy. I considering to buy this as well. And then obviously, if you didn't draw the Hulk, you can play the America Chavez as a finisher. Pretty much that's it. So thank you much, guys, for watching. See you guys in the next video. Enjoy the highlights. There are going to be a few highlights. I'm not always making the, like the greatest highlights. As at the end of the day, I'm not really spending much playing the game. It's about 30 minutes to 40 per day. That's my time, like close to an hour. I'm super happy about playing this game. I'm super happy to consistently playing this game. So obviously for the future, when I'm going to do the Series 3, I will try to record, to make a video as soon or as when I will hit that, sweet spot with some nice highlight. So I'm not necessarily going to, do daily videos, but that's the goal. I'm trying to do at least one video per day. I know the Series 2 and Series 1 is not exciting for the majority of players, because you probably start playing this game on the mobile phones, so you're already having lots of cards. But believe it or not, I'm having like lots of cards already. I'm super happy with any new card I'm getting. Really soon I will get Zabu and Ravonna, so I'm just going to do some crazy random decks with those cards. But what I'm trying to say, I'm super happy about the game. I'm super happy about getting on daily basis a new card. Later on, probably it's going to be every 2 day or every 3rd day or whatever. But yeah, I'm super excited about this game. It's super great game. I just love it. It's what I want to say. It's crazy good to play, just simply because you don't really need to spend a lot of time. Sometimes it's maybe more than 40 minutes to grind all quests, and this is like super important for me, because in every other game, card game, and every other game, whatever it is, it's like you have to spend a lot of time in the Hearthstone to even do like one daily quest. Sometimes you have to play like 4 to 5 games. They're all like 10 minutes, and I'm just playing 1 hour, just bored to death. And here we have like 4 to 6 minutes games. It's amazing. And every day you are able to get new card and mess with this card, just creating new deck around this card, which I'm not doing right now. And not that frequently, just simply because I have the target to doing those Series 2 decks. But what I'm trying to say, it's just amazing. It's just amazing to discover the game in your own piece, not really spending any money, because I'm not really spending any money. A little bit, I bought some bundles, but nothing really significant. So you can just explore the game by yourself, create the decks, and what's the point of that, what I'm saying right now? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what deck you have. You can, with any deck which is consistent, you can simply hit that infinite rank if you really need to. But I think like the most important is to hit Galactic, which I didn't hit anything yet. Just on the gold. I probably will be platinum tomorrow. But like I said, I'm spending 30 minutes. I'm not really care about much about the grinding, but I'm pretty confident with any deck which is consistent, even CS1 deck, you can hit, no doubt, you can hit the infinite. So the game is great because the other card games you have to have net deck grind, and then still you have to spend like lots of hours to be on the top. And here I reckon, I don't know, within 1 day I guess you can hit that. Like you're gonna spend 8 or 10 hours with some like deck you really like to play, because that's the most important factor for me. Like I really want to play the deck I really like. So the end and the point of the story is, in the future I will be doing lots of decks. I just messing around. I just like to play. I will just highlight them on the channel. Then obviously eventually when I'm going to gather Series 3, Series 4 and Series 5, which is everything, let's say 1 year from now, whatever. So I'm probably going to highlight the net decks as well, because at the end of the day, we want to try them all, right? We want to play the all cards, we want to try the all decks. And the most important part is just to enjoy yourself on daily basis playing this game, even if your collection is not big enough yet, because honestly every card in this universe, Marvel Snap universe, is just great to discover, great to play. Okay, though. Thank you very much one more time for watching. See you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye for now.
What are the odds? Always lucky.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Always lucky. the odds?